No pukesters helping me to the left, and no pukesters helping me to the right. Didn't need them then, don't need them now.
You are the ex-champion, Rollins.
Now this is the way, Tony and David, that you do the figure four leg lock.
Coming at you live. No, let me do that again. You know why?
Wow, you got
We're coming at you live from Cousin Tyrone's basement.
Here I am in King Gunther's guest room. Looks like it might be Jey. We'll get into that. Do you want to just take your victory lap, or do what do you want to do first? What do you want?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. When you talk about peer pressure, when you talk about bullying, there's nobody more bullyish and more demanding than you and Pop Out Aiden. You guys made me feel horrible for choosing Jey Uso to win the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
You guys made me feel bad. The whole podcast. I listened back. To listen to the audio. And I was like, man, this is a good episode. All up until Mark 50 of the conversation, I was Jey Uso, Jey Uso, Jey Uso, yeet, yeet, yeet. I was yeeting all over the place. And then you guys had to make me feel bad. He's the worst one of them all. Jimmy's way better than him. Oh, are you kidding me? He's gonna be thrown over the top. Nobody's messing with Jey Uso. But I was, until you guys put down such a chokehold on my fandom to make me say two words that I shouldn't have said. I ended up saying Drew McIntyre. But you guys put me down. You guys ran me through the mud. But we know what? What did Michelle say? When they go high or when they go low, we go high.
All right, a few things. Oh, go ahead.
Hold on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the high road. I'm going to take the high road all the way to King Gunther's house, and we're going to take that belt from him. Yeet.
Okay. Few things to go off of that. Number one, I didn't say Jimmy was better than Jey. I don't believe that. I do, however, I still can't believe that Jey won the Royal Rumble. And the fact that, myself and Aiden, just with a little bit of peer pressure, changed your mind and you couldn't say 10 toes down on your boy. It says a lot about what you think about him, honestly.
Yeet, we were there. Hey, worst case scenario, Drew McIntyre would have won. Best case scenario, John Cena got pushed off the turnbuckle or off the ring, and the world was in awe. Were you? Wonder you were coming off of a loss from the Utah Jazz.
Yeah,
you were coming off of a loss from the Utah Jazz. You go home to turn on the Royal Rumble. Did you catch entry number 1 for the men's?
Yeah, I caught about half. I got there about halfway through KO Cody, and then just watched nonstop from there. There's a lot to unpack from the Rumble, I think. Right, a number like my predictions. Neither one of them showed up. Neither one of them were even in the Rumble. Which
no
is
no legends either.
No real legends, besides the ones that were already said they were going to be in the Rumble, the active legends, we should say, right?
Active
John
legend.
Cena, CM Punk to some people.
Rey Mysterio. Yeah.
Rey Mysterio.
The Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio.
Yeah. I don't know how to feel. I love the fact that I have no idea where we are going into WrestleMania, like at all. But I also feel a bit like I kind of want a clearer picture. That's a weird thing to ask for, where it's cool that we don't know, but also at the same time, I want to have a better idea because we're less than 3 months away. Right. And is Jey going to go after Gunther? It kind of feels like that's what it would be, but we've seen that. Gunther's whooped his ass. Like it was over. So why are we doing this? Why are we doing this again? Are we running back like a Cody finish my story with Jey? Does anyone want to see that? And does anyone want to see that? I mean, obviously everyone wants to say yeet, right? Jey is still really bad on the mic. Incredible charisma, song, but even just his promos, man. His promos are
I will
bad.
give you that. He needs some help, but you can't deny the heat that is on Jey right now, and you have to capitalize on that heat because he's not giving us bad matches. Like he's
No.
giving us solid matches. His performance in the Royal Rumble, he has earned it. You could tell he was emotional Monday night. He was emotional. He's been through a lot. He left his family. He left the shadow of him and his brother, and he's on his own. His main event, Jey USO. He earned every bit of being the number one contender or being in the main event at WrestleMania. He's earned that. Now, what does that look like?
Is he actually in the main event? Is he in the main event?
I think probably
Or is it
not.
night one against Gunther?
Well, let's see how this thing shapes up. We get night 1 and night 2. Night 1, I could definitely see Jey USO in the main event. Night 2, I'm up. I don't know if we're getting a triple threat with Punk, Seth, and Roman. I don't know if it's gonna be Cody and Punk. You know, like there's a lot to go on in these next couple months. But I'm sitting here thinking like something that was always profound that you said that and Aiden said, you can't have two faces and you can't have two heels as like a title match. And if we get Cody and Jey, that's two faces. What does that look like? Or did we just see glimpses of a heel Cody turn with him standing over KO?
Yeah. It felt like Cody's been heelish for a while now, but he just isn't a heel. I think the only way we get babyface versus babyface is if it's John Cena, Cody. That's the only way I see it happening, which would then lead me to believe we're not getting Jey Cody. It's Jey Gunther, which everyone knows this. I'm a huge Gunther mark, right? I think what he can do in the next 5 years of wrestling is going to be great. He's a great in-ring performer. He's great at talking shit. He has a very good character. But if you win the Royal Rumble, you need to go after the top title in wrestling. And right now, that's not Gunther's title. That would be Cody's.
It's the one over your shoulder.
Yeah. So if we're living in kayfabe, why would Jey challenge Gunther at the Rumble? Or at Mania? Like, why would that be in kayfabe? Why would that happen?
This is where Hunter got us guessing.
Yeah.
I don't know. It
Or
doesn't
maybe Hunter doesn't know. You think Hunter knows?
They say that the next two WrestleMania, that's kind of like the thing. The next two WrestleManias is done, like the stories are already written. But it's like, are they? It don't feel like it.
Yeah.
Especially with the entries to the Rumble, having Logan Paul come in at 30. Is Logan Paul gonna come and take the title from Cody already?
Let me tell you something. When Logan Paul came out at 30, because we were texting back and forth, and I had forgot about Logan Paul. When he came out at 30 and he was one of the last guys in there, I said, holy shit. Because I was like, I think Cena's too obvious, right? Jey's not winning in my head. Is Logan Paul winning this? I was like, no way. No way. And I'm glad it didn't happen.
Looking at the Royal Rumble, though, as a whole, for the men's match at least, who really stood out to you? Who had their moments?
Well, if you read the dirt sheets, LA Knight got too many moments.
And
everyone was pissed off.
We were talking about that with McIntyre being pissed and everything. I don't remember LA Knight being in the Rumble. To be honest, he didn't have a moment to me.
Yeah. He had a lot of his own moves, right? They said that Damian Priest was also pissed, but who knows? Dirts are dirts. To me, the one who stood out and has been standing out since he kind of went on, even joining WWE, was Jacob Fatu.
Yes, sir. Fatu did everything right in the Royal Rumble. He showed his presence. He got a nice pop. He gave some bumps. He took one of the best bumps other than I Show Speed. the destroyer, the Mexican destroyer from Penta, incredible. Wow, he sold that.
He was eliminated by Braun.
I think it was Strowman that eliminated. I think it was like 5 people at once.
So that's kind of weird. Braun gets him out of there.
No, that was his target. That way, hey,
okay.
You beat me up. You hit me with how many moonsaults? How many did he hit him with? Like 5?
Yeah, I guess if there's a wrestler to be eliminated by and it's okay, it would be Braun, right?
Yeah, because Jacob doesn't lose anything. Now, if Jacob got eliminated by I Show Speed or Ludwig Kaiser or like come on, you know what I mean?
I Show Speed, way to hop in there and just. I was like, he has a concussion. There's no way he doesn't. Did you see his head from that Braun Breaker spear?
Yeah, he didn't hit his head though. I don't know if that's credit to
the
Breaker.
I just mean the whiplash. Shit, he didn't hit it, but God.
I'm surprised he didn't get knocked out. That's how hard he hit that little guy.
Yeah, and then being thrown onto the table, like it was a lot.
Breaker has at least 120 pounds on him.
Oh, easily.
Like, jeez, he's just a kid too. I think he might be a teenager. I don't think he's even old enough to have a beer. But that's what I'm saying though. Is like there's moments that I didn't even expect. Like to me, the star of the show was definitely Jacob Fatu for the men's rumble at least.
Yeah,
and there was a certain point where I was like, are they gonna let Jacob? Is Jacob gonna be Final Four?
Yeah. I thought it was going that way too.
And by the way, Penta eliminated early. What are you doing? Get out of here. Both your feet touch. Go sit on the sideline. I know we're on this Penta train, but come on. The rules is rules, Penta. Both feet touch. Get out of here.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a screw up.
I think that there was, there's some theatrics, right? I'm almost out. Let me pull myself up. There was a number of these things that happened. Ray did it really good, but obviously Ray is about a foot shorter than Penta. Penta didn't. He's been doing it a long time. He should have known where where his feet can touch at, but didn't happen. That was one thing that I was like, come on, guys, it's over. Get him out of here.
I'm trying to think if anyone else really stood out. I guess I was just shocked at Cena being eliminated. I mean, what a huge push and belief in Jey that the company has. And yes, I know he's like, we've talked about this the last year almost. He's just over. Like there's maybe nobody as over as him outside of Rhea Ripley, right? But it's like it just doesn't feel real. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like it feels like one of those things like back in the day, or there's been times where like they'll have the money in the bank and they can have a match for the briefcase, like after someone has won it, or like number one content. I don't know. It just feels weird, man. I don't know.
What was your thoughts on how Seth Rollins, Punk, and Roman fell out? What's your thoughts there?
I love it, and I loved Seth last night, as you said, looking like Dog the Bounty Hunter, showing up and trying to get Sammy hyped. I'm assuming the injury to Roman is just all kayfabe, right? And I'd love a fatal 3-way between those two at Mania. I don't know if that's what we get, but I love the ending. I love Seth kind of tripping out, curb stomping and doing what he did. So it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I wonder when we do get Roman back. Is he gonna come back? Is he gonna enter the Elimination Chamber? Are we gonna get him back like right before Mania? Like when does Roman come back on TV?
Yeah. Roman, I have a lot of questions about a lot of different people. They said Cody was injured.
Yeah, where'd that come from? How?
They said he got injured during the match. They don't know the extent, blah, blah, blah. But then last night, Jey, again, not the best promo guy, says after he talked to Gunther, well, I'm going to pull up on Cody on Friday. It's like, well, I guess Cody's going to be there.
Yeah, he did let that one slip.
When he's supposed to be injured. So I don't I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I didn't hear about any other big injuries. Obviously, McIntyre is pissed off right now. So this is, and it goes back to what you were saying with what Hunter said, right? We're gonna blur the lines between reality and
Mhm.
and fiction. So is them being getting them hyped up? Are they pointing McIntyre in the direction of LA Knight? Is this a feud that we're gonna get between those two?
Could be. I think that'd be fun. It's something we haven't seen. Both are great talkers. Both pretty, I mean, really good in the ring. I'm all for that. It kind of knocks Drew off the I need to destroy everyone in the bloodline storyline, but maybe that's okay for a little bit. And then he gets back to that later.
Mm-hmm. Let's jump over to the women's Royal Rumble. 30 women. Will we start off with Liv or was it EO?
I think it was EO.
Oh, you didn't watch it, huh?
No, I did.
Oh,
I
okay.
did.
I
I
think
just can't remember.
it was 1 and 2 or 2 or 1.
Mhm.
But what was your thoughts on the women's Royal Rumble?
I thought we were getting Becky, so that stood out. I thought the match as a whole was good. When we didn't get Becky, I was like, and obviously there was a lot of participants already eliminated, but I was like, okay, well, Charlotte's winning. When
Yeah,
Nikki Bella came out, I was like, yep, all right,
and
Charlotte it is.
I told Tavian, I said, Will got his wish.
Yeah, she should have came in earlier though. Like
I agree.
30. What are we talking about? Um, I'm cool. I'm cool with Charlotte being the one. Great in ring talent, great talker. I felt like and maybe it's just a little bit of rust, or maybe she was just being real and it came across weird, but the promo on Raw last night felt a little off.
I had
Um,
this I had this down in my notes. It
yeah.
almost felt like Charlotte was expecting to come back as face. It almost felt like she was trying to win over the crowd, and when it didn't, it seemed like she had to throw an audible and be like,
Yeah.
"Well, guess what? I am the best. I'm gonna be the one to win." Blah 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 blah. Like it. That's how it felt for me. It felt like she was being genuine, and
Hmm.
even though you guys don't love me, I still love you. That's such a face move. And
Yeah.
the crowd said, "Nope, we're good."
I I mean, she's gonna have to be a heel. She's going after Rhea, right? So it doesn't make sense for her not to be. But
But is she? Is she? Because on Raw last night, she said, "I don't know. Maybe I'll go after Tiffy. Maybe I'll go after Mommy." And then that's when Mommy was like, "Please come after me.
yeah.
Please, you don't respect me. I'm gonna beat the respect out of you." Woo! Such a
Do we
good.
want to see Tiffy Charlotte?
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I feel like it would be a solid match. I feel like they have similar styles, and I feel like that's one big name that Tiff would need on her resume. She already took out Nia. Now if Tiffy can take out Charlotte, big move for her.
Hmm.
But I don't think I don't see Rhea losing the belt this early to Charlotte. She just got the belt back.
Yeah.
Rhea's still over. But I that's the thing too. Tiffy just lost or just got the belt too.
Hmm.
I think it doesn't hurt either way. I don't think it hurts Charlotte if she loses, and I don't think it hurts Rhea or Tiffy if Charlotte wins.
I think if we go Tiffy Charlotte and Charlotte loses, it does hurt her. On the flip side, I don't think anyone losing to Rhea hurts them. And I want to see another Charlotte Rhea match, just like selfishly, because that was a great Mania match.
Hell yeah.
Couple of questions that stood out for me outside of Becky, like where was she? Like where was Jade? Felt
Where's
like
she at?
felt like we were gonna get her. Very dope Alexa Bliss coming back.
Biggest pop of the night for like
Yeah.
the whole night. That's the
What,
biggest
what did
pop.
the jacket say? Friends forever for
Yeah,
Bray.
Fiend forever.
Oh, I thought it was Friends. Okay, my bad.
Nah, it said Fiend.
Um, but yeah, I don't know. The match was good, but there was a lot of names that didn't show up that I thought would, and so that's the problem with being a wrestling fan and trying to also predict what happens. Is you're looking forward to surprises, but really, I mean, Jordan Grace was cool, but we all
We
outside of her
knew
saying
it.
she wasn't going to be there, we just knew. Nikki Bella, we had a feeling was going to be there. but they don't add anything as far as like someone who you think can really win the Rumble.
I'll tell you somebody that surprised me, Roxanne Perez.
Oh,
Holy smokes. What a performance.
Yep. She did great. EO was solid. EO's solid no matter what you put her in. So that wasn't surprising, but I don't know. The one takeaway, like I said, I had was just like, no Jade, no Becky. And how do they get them in the, they have to have them prior to Mania, right? Or do they just hold off? Like that seems like way too long.
I don't know, man, because I think after Mania, the men's might slow down a little bit. And then that's maybe when you pull the trigger on women's.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. They have so many cool storylines that they can play around with. They can't do it all at the same time. They shouldn't do it all at the same time. But you know, that's something to where do they juggle it at the same time, or do they just wait and have each moment be their moment?
I think they have space to tell these stories. Like me and you texting last night during Raw. I am all for and a big fan of Penta, but I don't think he needs to be wrestling every Raw because you take away a little bit of the mystique of who he is. And you can still tell stories about him that involve him without him having a 20-minute match at the beginning of every Raw or in the middle of every Raw. So they can take that time to tell something else as well. You can get a backstage segment with Penta, right? Yes, you want to see him, but I don't think we need him in a match. And I think this will open up, it can open up time for other stories, all kinds of things. Like there's a lot of good stories they can tell. I just feel like some people are on TV too much in ring. Last night, hey, I've always said I'm not a Punk fan, but it was dope to see him wrestle on a regular show and had a hell of a match with Sammy.
Punk has showed up, man. Punk has showed up, and I love watching him now. It's something I look forward to now. But I agree with you about the Penta thing. They could even do what they did with Nakamura. There was weeks where Nakamura wasn't wrestling, but Nakamura showed up.
Yeah. Yep. Come out, disrupt a match, or even just again like maybe roll a promo from a minute and 30-second promo of him calling somebody out, Butch, whatever.
Yeah, but Pete coming out again. Like what's this? Like is Pete? He's trying to get back at Penta?
Yeah.
You already lost, man. He already broke your arm. Now he broke Ludwig too.
Speaking of weird walkouts, and maybe I missed it. A whole other thing, Netflix was glitchy as shit last night. Someone joked on Twitter that said, looked like they went back to the Paul Tyson servers for this one. Why did Logan Paul come out? What was the point of that?
I have no idea.
Like at all. Like I feel like he didn't really talk. He got into an argument with a fan, which seemed real. Pat McAfee was like, "Oh, you got him over here arguing with a fan, trying to make light of it." But you could hear him saying, "No, you went too far. You've gone too far," or something. While the New Day Ray match is going on,
yeah,
I just don't get what the point of that was.
Live TV. I have no idea. Maybe they threw it out the window. Maybe Paul was supposed to do something or say something. Who eliminated Paul? It was one of the top 5, wasn't it?
Yeah, God.
So I don't even remember.
Was it Cena?
It might have been Cena, but
I don't know, man. I should have wrote that down, but yeah,
it wouldn't have made sense for him to come out during that time anyway, because none of those guys eliminated him.
Exactly. Like, what the hell was the point of that?
I don't know. I could tell you that New Day's new entrance sucks, though.
Yeah,
everything about that thing sucked.
It's not fun, but that's what they're going for too.
Yeah,
they don't want to be fun.
That's very true.
They need to get in the tag team championship picture because great match, but again, I don't give a shit about that match at Royal Rumble. Like I even watched that and I was like, these guys are all so good, but I don't care about either one.
Yeah, don't tell the internet that I got called out. You
saw that
23 years. You can't connect with them. No, buddy.
No,
I can't.
Yeah.
And nobody else in the arena can either. Can you hear the arena?
There's a difference between someone being a great in-ring wrestler and being able to connect with them on a character level.
Exactly. I could appreciate the wrestling. I just can't connect with them. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Can we just give a round of applause to Liv Morgan for a
Mm.
number of things.
Sure.
One, saving Valkyria's top. Valkyria's top went bye-bye, and Liv Morgan pushed her in the corner, gave her time to get her stuff right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But not only that, but Liv Morgan getting her ass whooped during the Rumble every which way.
Whooped.
Last night, Io Sky putting the beats on her last night.
Yep.
But still showing up week after week. I don't think we appreciate Liv Morgan no more. We need to appreciate that young lady.
She's great. And she's the perfect, she's a perfect mixture of chicken shit heel, which is like a Bruce Pritchard term, chicken shit heel, but also can wrestle. It's just the perfect mix and someone you don't want to like, right? And yeah, she's great. She got the win via DQ last night to advance to the Elimination Chamber over Io. And it's just cool that they'll still have her in a main storyline because she's deserves it. She's done well the past year and some change, so it's cool.
Yeah, she had a great 2024. I mean, women's champion, queen of the ring, solid storyline with Rhea. What do we do with Io Sky? Io Sky was cheated out of her qualifying match for Elimination Chamber. She had the win in the bag. Mommy messed it up. Does Io target Mommy now? Or is this kind of just like what's going to happen?
This is what I was wondering. Do we get an Io Rhea match at Elimination Chamber? Just one of those to be like, she's not in the Elimination Chamber, but in a sense, Rhea messed up her chance to do so. So, and she had, Liv on her heels, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Let's have this match at Elimination Chamber because we all know Rhea would win, but it would be a fantastic match.
Oh yeah, it'd be great. And that's the thing that really bugged me is because it felt like, are we going to get the tag match between Io and Rhea versus Raquel and Liv? Because they jumped them both. They both got sidelined last night. Didn't happen though.
Yeah. So let's see. So is it just, I'm trying to remember now, just Liv is the only one in the women so far, correct?
Yes.
And then the men's, we have Punk and Cena.
Mm-hmm. Cena just made the executive decision. I'm going to be in there.
Yeah.
Like, y'all.
And Hunter was like, okay, all right. When is Elimination Chamber?
March 3rd, I think, or March 1st. Is it? Because we don't have a PLE this month. We don't even have a Saturday Night's Main Event this month. March 1st, Saturday, March 1st in
there
Toronto.
You go. Well, I mean, the Rumble was essentially this month. It's February 1st. So we did have one this month.
Yeah. All right.
So we have less than a month to get everyone, just barely less than a month to get everyone named. So let's speculate real quick. I mean, is there anything you want to talk about as far as Raw and Rumble go?
SmackDown was before Rumble was whack, really pointless.
Yeah. They're all go home shows. That's it's whatever.
My big question after Rumble is where is Solo and when are we going to see Solo? We still have Solo hasn't addressed Roman. We still have to do that, but now Roman has his eyes set on Seth. So is Roman going to be able to handle?
Or is Roman too injured?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what that was one of my questions is where's Solo? When are we going to see Solo? And then the CM Punk walk off eyeing Paul Heyman. There was an eye like, yo, you know what's going on next. You know what's going to happen next. I'm going to cash in that favor. The question that we've all been asking, what is that favor? Are we going to see that before Elimination Chamber? Are we going to see that going into Elimination Chamber? Is this the way that Punk is going to try to win his spot at Mania? Will he get it over John Cena? Woo! I would hate to be a writer.
Yeah, I don't know. The favor thing just lingers out there, right? So they have to make it big. They have to have it make sense. But I don't know what it is. I don't have a good answer. I speculated the whole Stone Cold thing that I had heard on. I mean, I didn't come up with that. I can't remember what podcast I was on, but I don't know. I don't know where there's so many ways for Punk to go. It just feels like the Seth thing isn't over, right? At all. Mm-hmm. He's just there lingering. So feels like Seth will probably be an Elimination Chamber as well, right? Because he has a match against Finn, he said, to
Yeah.
get into that. So he's going to beat Finn. Like, he'll beat Finn to get in there, unless Punk costs him the match, and then in turn, Seth costs Punk the Chamber somehow.
Chamber is six participants.
Yeah.
So we got Cena, Punk.
Mm-hmm.
Who else you think is gonna end up in the chamber?
Drew.
Mm-hmm.
Think we get Drew.
Do we see Jacob put his name in the hat?
I'd love for that to happen. I don't know if they do it. Probably get Paul.
I was gonna say Logan.
So let's see. Paul, Cena, Punk, Drew. You would think Seth. Like it's either Seth or Finn. Like I feel like it's going to be Seth. So that's 5. And then one more. Maybe Jacob. Jacob, I would love Jacob in there, but I don't know. Do they do that right now? I mean, he's amazing, but do they? And he's low key becoming like a big time fan favorite. So do they want to put him in there with the guys that they want to get over? Cena, Punk, like.
Well, I guess the major question is: Can Fatu? Can he risk a win right now or risk a loss? And I don't think he loses much if he loses to Cena, Punk. Like I don't think he loses a lot if he gets pinned by one of those guys.
I don't think he does either. But then you may get, and it's too soon for him to be in this like main event picture, in my opinion. Hold on. Let me put my belt down. This is it's so heavy.
It's heavy.
So heavy. It's heavy as the head that wears the crown. But do you want him in that situation to where the fans might be pissed off that someone like see that's maybe not. I think back to last year going into Mania, Cody loses his or gives his chance to fight Roman to Rock. Fans lose their shit. And I don't think it'll be that same type of thing this year where let's just say people want Jacob to have that chance. It's too early for him, but there may be fans that do. Do they boo if Punk wins? Because Punk's over too. There's just so many guys that are over. I don't know. It's a hard thing to decide. And then also, instead of Jacob, do they find a way to put Penta in there? The 6th spot is probably very up in the air.
Man, Penta would be fun in that.
Oh, he'd be great in there. He'd be great, but so would Jacob too. So it's like, what do you do? And I mean, not from a perspective of you think they can win, but Finn would be a lot of fun in there. But I don't think you put him in.
What's it called? The coup de kai off the top of the chamber?
Coup de grace.
Coup de grace.
Yeah.
Ooh. Io Sky hit Liv with one of those last night. That was mad. Do you think the WWE universe wants Cena to win this Elimination Chamber? Do you think the consensus of the universe wants Cena to win or Punk to win this chamber?
I think it's split, and I think it's split just like it was back when Punk and Cena were going at it like 20, what year was that? 11, 12, I think it was somewhere around there. You had so many Punk fans, but then there was also those who just loved Cena and hated Punk. So I bet you it's split because a lot of people want to see Cena get his just due. Obviously he's had all these championships. They want him to get the record, but then people just love Punk. Like there's just Punk fans out there that, so I don't know. I would say 50-50 or maybe slightly leaning 51-49 for Cena because Punk, you still have some time, right? Should be wrestling for a few more years.
Cena?
No, Punk.
Oh, Punk.
That's why I said maybe some people would lean more towards Cena.
Yeah, let Cena get his last ride. But then if I'm one of those superstars, I'd be like, man, is this really your last ride, fool? Like,
yeah, I think with him it really is.
Well, he said he said I got a movie I'm filming, and I'll see you guys in March or something like that. So he's gonna be off TV for the next 4 weeks.
Yeah, but you don't really. I bet you we get one appearance of him prior to Elimination Chamber, just to talk it up. Maybe the show right before, the Raw before, you get him on there. He has to, because yes, you don't need him on TV every week to tell a story, but also you need him at some point, or it's just not going to be believable. And then also the fans won't give a shit.
Exactly. That's where it's like, I think Punk has the edge on him, because Punk's been in our face. Punk has gave us great matches. He has the whole Easter eggs with Paul Heyman happening. Punk is, for me, I feel like Punk is leading the charge to win Elimination Chamber.
It's got to be one of the two, because I don't feel like it's Seth.
Because
even though that story would be great too. I'd love Seth Cody.
Oh yeah. And
you can even tell a story about Seth Gunther if Jey decides to go after Cody. You can tell that story too.
Seth, Punk, Cena, who's gonna win? Who's gonna get this thing? This is the great writing by the WWE right now. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm gonna, on this day right now when we're recording this, I'm leaning towards Punk, because you got to think too. Elimination Chamber isn't his only opportunity to go to Mania. I mean, he can.
It's pretty. I mean, he can go to Mania. He can go to Mania.
Yeah,
but I'm sorry. Title picture. This is the last one.
I misspoke.
Yeah,
this isn't his last chance to win a title before he retires.
Sure,
because Mania is not his last main event or his last PLE. He said we're getting a year, so
yeah.
Who knows? Could he get that briefcase? Do you see him getting the briefcase? Is that too cheap?
No, because that needs to be on TV every week. He's not getting it. Yeah.
Okay.
Because then you can, if it's him and it's like, when they're going to announce that he's going to be on TV, so it's like John Cena, and it's like, oh, here comes a briefcase.
True, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just can't.
Jacob gets that briefcase.
You think so?
Oh,
can you imagine? He's gonna make it out of a chain. He's gonna have a chain with the briefcase hanging from it.
Yeah, that'd be.
Yeah, what I mean.
Exactly. I love that he was able to come out of his shell, out of his just awkward. I love you so low, like just a great character.
And he let it be known, like, no, I'm off the chain now. Like I'm unleashed now. They unleashed me. So does that mean that there was a conversation made with him and Solo? Did Solo say I'm out? We still have
Solo pissed. Is Solo not happy about Jacob's, rise? I don't know.
Does Solo still get the same love when he comes back?
Hate, you mean?
Well, yeah. I guess you would say.
Probably, yeah. I mean, they booed him off the show. Like he was booed. The only guy who gets booed, you got Logan Paul and Dom who get those kind of boos, and kind of the New Day, right? But Solo for a different, I mean, out of all those, Solo is the best wrestler, best character, right? You can say whatever you want. People love Logan Paul, but
how about Chad Gable saying he's going on a Karate Kid voyage?
Yeah, what is happening?
I'm gonna go find the best luchador. I'm gonna be back. By the time I come back, I want you guys to be tag team champions. Ivy, now I need you to go get that US title belt.
Yeah,
you guys when I get back.
Yeah, and who is he going to talk to? They still haven't told us. Who did Dom give him info for?
Is it a?
And I did love Dom's spot in the Rumble too, by the way.
Oh yeah, I mean he couldn't get it over on Roman, but
no,
he tried.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who is Chad Gable gonna go talk to? Who is this voyage with? Is this somebody that's retired? Because if he's leaving to go somewhere, I'm assuming it's somebody off of TV, somebody that hasn't been around. It's not Andrade, which, by the way, breaking kayfabe.
Wow. Yeah.
A moment of silence for him and Charlotte. Moment of silence. Not the couple that I seen working it out, but
weird.
Really weird.
Yeah, especially now that they're on this. It's like you guys were on two different companies now. You get injured, he's back. Now you're both back, and it's over. Anyways, back to kayfabe. What were we talking about?
The voyage, like who's
he going to see? Yeah,
Who did Dom send his way, or who is he sending Chad Gable to go see?
Who does Dom have a connection with besides his dad? Like, who's someone that beat Ray that they could still bring around, or is it just a new wrestler they're going to introduce?
Is Chavo still around? Is he alive?
Yeah, but I respectfully, I don't think Chavo's the answer here. I love Chavo, but I don't think that's the one that we're going to be talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels like Chad Gable's gonna be off TV for a while, which sucks because Chad Gable is fun to watch. But maybe this is the chance. We've been talking about how the Creed brothers need to step it up and take over this tag division. You know, we got the Street Profits that obviously went heel and took out Motor City Machine Guns and took out DIY. This is kind of the turn that Pop Out Aiden was talking about. You know, how do we get these tag titles in a better rotation? You know, how do we get the tag division to step up a little bit? Street Profits let it be known that we're coming for the belts, and now it's the Creed brothers' chance to answer that and step up.
God, you know what's pissed? I wanted to Google this while you were talking because I have no idea who Gable's going to talk to, and I wanted to see if the internet had any ideas, and it seems pretty dry out there. The Lucha Master says, "Is Gable going to come back with a mask?"
The same one that Hogan had. Oh man!
By the way, you see Hogan on McAfee.
I don't know why that was. I think
He's like, last time I was in there, brother, I was a heel, and I think that's why they were. And you get Pat. It was. He's like, you know, the political stuff, and then Pat's like, and then there was some, you know, some other things, and Hogan's like, yeah,
yeah, like you being racist.
Yeah.
How about you just being a full cornball?
We forgot about all that, or he did, not we. God, man, I just wanted some type of guess or theme. Who could it be? Who could it be? Because this is kind of a fun story, right?
Yeah. I wonder if we're gonna get vignettes about it. Like, what's his training? Is he doing the whole wax off?
It's a vignette.
That's what I said, vignette.
Oh my God.
The T silent. What are you doing?
No good. Someone said, "Hey, could be Chavo, but I believe he's under contract with AEW."
Is he really?
Oh, I guess. All right.
Was there somebody in Luchador Underground that isn't?
I'm sure there is someone that the dude who made the comment about you not being able to connect with the Motor City Machine Guns probably has 10 names for us.
Yeah, put them in the comments.
Whoever that was, sir, let us know.
Yeah, dickhead. The comment made me mad. I was like, 23 years, you can't connect. No, stupid. And neither can the Raw audience. All right? Neither can the whole city of Ohio. And what was it? In Lucas Oil Stadium. Nobody connects.
Yeah. 60,000 people.
I do like their fireworks in the beginning, though. Pop.
Yeah.
Pop.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's pretty cool.
We didn't talk a whole lot about this, so I just wanted to ask your thoughts on the Cody KO match, and then also KO attacking Sammy after the match last night against Punk.
Royal Rumble ladder match, KO, Cody Rhodes, match of the night to me. Big moves, and they utilized the ladders. They utilized the ladders. There was some comedy moments where KO brought out the little step stool ladder.
Yeah.
What is he doing with that? There was a big backdrop that the bumps were crazy. And the whole time I'm thinking, Cody's doing these bumps with no shirt on. KO at least has a little bit of thread on. Like these bumps are insane. And there's a couple moments where I'm like, yo, are they really hurt? You know?
Yeah.
The finishing move, what was it? The slam. Oh, what's the slam called?
Just where they flip them over onto the table. Yeah, I don't know what that's called.
I forget what it's called. But to see that and to see KO try to get him with the pile driver, the package pile driver, And then Cody to reverse that, I was like, oh my gosh, if he does this right now. Because he set up that ladder early in the match. And I was like, is he going to be over the top rope? Who's going through this ladder? And when KO ends up going through the ladder, I thought he was dead.
Yeah, he sold it like he was. And then also for Cody to then go into the ring, climb slowly. I was like, is this where Sammy pushes the ladder? But no, it was just a bam. And speaking of Sammy, KO attacking him the next night on Raw last night because he sat there and watched, or what do you think that was about?
Yeah, as he should.
Yeah.
You're my best friend. You come out because you're worried about me. And you're by my side while I'm bleeding out. Nah, go get that fool. He's standing over both of us.
Yeah.
What are you doing? No, go get him. Get him off this table. What are you doing? So, okay, I'm better now. My face still a little jacked up, but I'm going to see you on Raw.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take you out.
So many good
pile driver, lays out Sammy.
So many good matches between those two. Like I am cool with them going into Mania and them having a match at Mania because it'll be great.
Or is it at Elimination Chamber in front of Toronto? They're both Canadian.
You're right. Yeah, probably is.
Are we going to get a stipulations match? Is this going to be a hardcore match? Is this going to be another ladder match?
A friendship on a pole match.
Oh, man. Was there any special matches that Bret Hart had?
He had thousands of special matches.
But was there one that stands out that they can do?
Iron Man match, but I don't know if they do that anymore. I don't know if there's an appetite in WWE in 2025 for an Iron Man match.
Too long.
Fans, right? 60-minute Iron Man.
Yeah, too long.
Yeah, you can. I mean, in the social media age, I don't think so. You can't. It's hard enough to get someone to watch a 30-second long reel.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I think we get that match at Elimination Chamber. I think this is going to be the match that really tests their friendship even more. I don't see Sammy winning. I think KO's on a different level right now. Like KO is, man, this dude is on a rampage. Like KO has showed up this last 4 months, and I love seeing KO on screen. Can't say the same thing about Sammy right now. Sammy's been a pushover. He's been kicked. He got kicked in the face by Jey USO. And what do? He hugged him. No, I didn't mean it. Nah, Sammy, like homeboy, you better get some answers.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
kicked you in your face.
Yeah,
pow.
For that, I'm gonna say KO. Whenever we get this match, KO is gonna win.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, you're probably right about it being at Elimination Chamber. I wouldn't be mad if it was at Mania though. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Run it back at Mania.
maybe, but I don't know.
Does he get dry? I don't think he can.
It doesn't get dry, but it's just so close. Like, what do you do to change the match itself?
You bring in Randy to get his get back on KO.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Randy, another one didn't show up.
I thought for sure we'd get Randy, but we didn't.
Yeah.
We got IShow Speed, which I'm not mad at. I thought he did good.
It was a great spot. It really was. Got killed.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I think KO, Elimination Chamber, Sami Zayn, Toronto, March 1st. I don't know who else we get on that. Maybe we do get the EO, Rhea. But
and then one more match because you would have the women's Elimination Chamber, the men's 2 matches. Well, maybe they stick with 4 for Elimination Chamber like they did with Rumble because the Elimination Chamber match itself is a little bit longer than a normal one.
We need a title match on this though. We don't have a title match so far.
Rhea.
Oh, I guess it would be.
That's right. And again, none of this is confirmed.
Yeah.
But that would be a title match. You'd put second, right? Or first. I don't know. Kick off the show with that. Do the women's Elimination Chamber. KO, Sammy, men's Elimination Chamber.
Is there some people in the WWE right now where you're like, why are they on TV? And if you have one, who is it? Because I got one right now that was in the Royal Rumble that just kind of irked me. Just that little like itch you can't scratch. Just kind
Like
of
anyone who's on TV,
anybody that's on TV right now. Where you're like, why? We could like bring back somebody else, or I give you mine.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mine right now, and it really hit me at the Royal Rumble, Women's Royal Rumble, when Candice LeRae came out.
Oh,
it's like, Candice, why were you with Nia Jax? Why did you like? She was just an annoying figure in that whole storyline that didn't need to be. Like, come on, no,
yeah.
no disrespect, because it's a job. I think everybody deserves a job, but could we maybe give her a different role off TV? Oh, and salute to Utah's very own Zoe Stark in the Royal Rumble, just putting it on people, hitting people with missile drop kicks. I think it was on Liv Morgan too. I think it was her drop kick.
Yeah. Man, I'm trying to think. You know who's kind of like I don't feel like they have anything for is Otis. I don't think there's anything for him right now. As far as like major Rumble contestants, maybe Andrade, which I love Andrade, but like I don't know. I mean, I know you got to fill up the show.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like he's kind of in a stale spot. I would say those two, Andrade, Otis.
We didn't even get to see like there was a point in time where all the luchadors were in the squared circle, and we didn't even get to see much. Like, man, you had Andrade, Santos, Penta, Ray, like all those guys were in there, and all those guys can really go. Did you see Ray's match last night?
Ray's match? Yeah, against New Day.
Yeah, dude. Did you see that weird reverse Hurricane Rana he hit?
Yeah,
super dope.
Bro, Ray's 50 years old.
I know, but I never seen the reverse though.
I know, but that's what I mean. It's crazy. He is 50 years old and he does stuff like that. Like, yes, wrestlers can wrestle into their 50s, but generally you don't see that type of stuff still happening.
Salute to the GOAT.
Yeah. It's going to be sad when he does have an actual retirement match, like when it's the real end for Ray. But I don't know when or how that looks. But.
I hope we do get to see it though. You know what I mean? Like, I hope we do get to see a proper sign off for Rey Mysterio.
It's got to be him and Dom. That's got to be the end.
I would love it. Is that when they rekindle and they like at the end when Rey gets the pin 1, 2, 3?
Dom gets the pin. Out? Dom's got to pin him.
Dom's not winning.
He has to.
Nah.
You don't win in your retirement match. You go out on your back, boy. Who was it who said that? Is it Terry Funk who talked about you don't win on your, but then he, came back like 38 other times after that. But I don't remember who it was. I'll have to look it up. My memory's failing me. But it was a very popular wrestler. And it's like, no, you don't go out on a win. Like you just don't. Like it's over. So maybe they do a hair versus career match.
Mustache.
Oh.
Dom has to shave that mustache.
I hope it's more than that, though. I mean, those are so goofy. I'd love like a real like Mania final match, and Dom gets over, but then maybe a little hug from Dom at the end, or a hug into a beatdown, and then he just still stays as a heel.
Yeah, because you got to think. You were watching when I wasn't, but when Triple H never got a real good sign off, right? Because his was medical. Right. A lot of guys had died. I mean, Eddie being one of them, God rest the dead, but Eddie never got a good retirement. A lot of
he was
those
still going when he died. Like he was like that week or the week prior. Yeah.
Yeah. Chris Benoit, like a lot of no?
Jesus Christ.
My bad. Is it time to wrap this thing up?
Yeah. Oh, Wrestler of the Week.
Yes, Wrestler of the Week. Who you got?
I mean, it's Jey USO. He won the fucking Royal Rumble. No one believed.
Yeet.
No one on this show believed because one person got talked out of it. So no one truly believed with all their heart. Jey won, came out, ran his music twice on Raw last night.
He ran it back twice. I was sick.
Yeah. And then had like he talked for a minute. And then is it Gunther? Is it Cody? I don't know. But yeah, Jey is the Wrestler of the Week for moi.
Jey. Why? Because he's the Uso. Yes, I agree. A a 1A. If that was 1A or 1B, what I put down would be Jacob Fatu. Man, I feel like Jacob had a really great week.
Yeah.
Taking full charge, dropping 7 different moonsaults on Braun Strowman, having a phenomenal debut at the Royal Rumble. He's over with the crowd. People are chanting Fatu, and he's working the mic. Like, man, him and Jey USO, such a great week for those guys. And to see the embrace too, breaking
That was
kayfabe,
really dope.
the embrace of the family giving Jey his flowers, Jey getting emotional on Monday, the moment with his son, like, man, solid time for Jey USO.
Yep. Right now he's leading. If voting closed tonight, Jey Uso would be Wrestler of the Year. Okay, but
It would be a
we're in February.
2-time Wrestler of the Year.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, so yeah. But we got a long ways ahead of us. Right?
Yes, sir, we do.
Have
All right,
11 months essentially.
A lot. We just dropped the episode 32. It was our Rumble preview. We talked more than just wrestling on that. So go run it up on YouTube. Figure the number 4 podcast on YouTube, and however you get your audio services. If you want to follow me, you can follow me on Instagram at DreRocka, DRERAWKA. Just dropped a new episode of the Unrestricted Podcast. I had 2 guests on there that were cool. They're creatives here in Utah, and yeah, one of them had snitching allegations. So you know what I did? Yo, were you snitching?
Wow.
Yeah, right to his face.
Now, is that on the Patreon or is that for the peasants?
That is for the non-paying peasants.
Okay, there you go.
The non-paying peasants, the NPPs. Yeah, non-paying peasants are coming. Ooh, I like that. Non-paying peasants.
You down with NPP? No, I'm not.
No.
Just have the... Please support.
Yes. Patreon.com/DreRocka, DRERAWKA.
The Will Wonder Show on Instagram, The Will Wonder Show on YouTube, just passed 190 subscribers. Actually, we're at 195 as of this morning. Let's get to 200. And also, a new episode. Let's just call it like the beginning of season 2 of The Will Wonder Show by Friday morning. Maybe earlier, but by Friday morning, you'll have it. YouTube, wherever you listen to podcasts. Blah, 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 blah. Ping, ping, boom, pow, pow. Kendrick at the halftime show of the Super Bowl. Only thing I really care about that game, because I hate both teams. Go Kendrick, Team Kendrick.
What's on the menu for this Sunday?
That's a great question, because we are also celebrating my wife's birthday. Her birthday, shout out to her, is tomorrow as we record this. Happy birthday to my wife. But we'll be celebrating with the family on the day of the Super Bowl as well. So I don't know. I mean, it's a smorgasbord. So I don't know exactly. There'll be some cake, right?
Are you guys a charcuterie couple?
Charcuterie? No, we are not. I don't mind a good charcutes, but it's not something that we provide. You charcuterie?
I dip and dabble. Yeah. One time I had a charcuterie board, and it was don't laugh. It's charcuterie.
Okay.
All right.
What did you have on
it? I got catfish, man. I thought I was gonna have a grape. It was a date, and it was super disgusting, and it really turned me off from the charcutes.
Yeah, mine have always been, meats and cheeses, crackers.
I know how you love your meats and your crackers.
Oh boy.
All right, well, let's wrap this thing up. Make sure you follow us, drop comments, let us know what's going on in your wrestling world. Maybe there was a Rumble moment that we missed that you absolutely loved. Yeah, we'll talk to you guys on the next one. We out. Peace.